Here we go again. Apex Season 22 just wouldn't be a new Apex season if it wasn't filled with bugs and glitches and the game being absolutely broken. We just can't have a nice new season without any of these problems, so today we're going to be talking about how much of a mess Season 22 has been, and if you've been playing the brand new ranked season, you may have been affected by a terrible issue that thousands of players are being faced with. A lot of players were playing ranked the other day, and then players stopped earning RP for the games that they were playing, and after that, a bunch of players had their ranks reset. So you had diamond players that were being reset all the way back to bronze and rookie. It was chaos. Imagine grinding for a whole week of the new season, trying to get to the top of the ranks nice and early, only to be reset all the way back to the start with no reason why. Well, Apex did address this issue and they said they are looking to fix it, but for the time being, ranked has been turned off for any of the players that were affected. So if you were affected by this glitch and you load up Apex right now, it will say that ranked is unavailable. Well, the specific message will be ranked not initialized, try restarting, and if you restart, nothing will fix this. Now, some players have found a fix where if you queue up with someone that doesn't have this issue, then you can play ranked with them. But if you do this, you won't actually earn any RP, and there's no point doing it because by the time Apex fix this, it will probably void any of the progress you made, even if you could make progress. And this glitch is really bad because that means that you have to play Trios Revival or mixtape. It's kind of annoying that there's no normal game mode in Apex at the moment other than ranked. The revival mode in trios, in my opinion, is kind of chaos, and it doesn't feel like Battle Royale because everybody just drops at the center of the map, constantly respawning, and if you drop anywhere else, then you'll just be running around all game trying to find a team to fight. Let me know in the comments if you were affected by this, but don't worry, I'm sure they will have it fixed pretty soon, and the rank that you lost will hopefully be reset. But like I said, it wouldn't be a new season without other bugs, and we've already found a bunch of cool and interesting bugs along with some pretty annoying ones in the new season. Starting off with a pretty fun one that doesn't really impact the game too much is that you can dual wield any weapon with the P2020 and Mozambique with a glitch in the firing range. So if you go into the firing range right now as Ballistic and level up and activate his slingshot perk, then equip a P2020 or Mozambique straight into the weapon sling. Once you've done that, switch to any other legend, then switch back to Ballistic and his sling should now be empty. Now go up to any weapon and pick it up directly to your sling, then activate it and you'll see the weapon will also be akimboed with the P2020 or Mozambique that you had before, and it will put them in the same hand, so it's really trippy, and when you start shooting it will shoot both weapons at the same time, and it's kind of crazy how much damage this ends up doing. Now I don't know if there is a way to do this in the normal game. There might be a way, as the akimbo weapons are a little bit glitchy. You can also do this with a P2020 and Mozambique, and then it will actually dual wield both of them so you can shoot them as if they were meant to be akimbo. So a pointless glitch, but definitely a fun one to lighten the mood. But speaking of the akimbo weapons being glitched, if you've been trying out and using the dual wield pistols in Season 22, then you'll be disappointed to hear that you won't be earning as much XP for those weapons as you should be. It turns out the dual wield P2020 and Mozambique are glitched, so that if you hold them in akimbo mode during a game, they'll not gain you any XP for holding the weapons. So if you were trying to level up both those weapons, then you'll gain no XP for holding them while dual wield. Instead, if you hold just one of them, then you will gain the XP, but if you hold two, then you'll be losing out on a lot of XP. So keep that in mind if you are someone who likes to grind the weapon mastery, especially since these new pistols are really fun and a lot more powerful than they used to be, so it's kind of worth leveling them up, and it's a lot more fun to do so. Now, a couple of controller legends in Season 22 have had some interesting glitches. The first one is Caustic. Somehow they messed it up so that now if you stack a caustic trap onto another caustic trap, it will turn invisible. If you look at this, you throw a second trap on top and it just goes invisible. It's still there, it's invisible. And if you shoot it or an enemy goes near it, then it will still go off. However, if you do pick up the trap that was underneath, then it will delete the invisible trap, so you can't really make a truly invisible trap with this, but I'm sure there's ways where this glitch will catch people off guard. And there's another glitch with another controller legend, Watson. Now in Season 22, if you are a controller legend and you stand inside the zone, then you will get 25 extra overshield, which can be recharged and reused as long as you stay within the zone. And this is a really powerful addition to controller players, but there is a glitch with this with Watson. If you have Watson's pylon while you're stood in the zone and you have the overcharged shield, and then you step out of the zone or the zone moves away, your overshield will start depleting. But if you're stood next to her ultimate, your ultimate will try and charge the overshield while the game is trying to deplete the overshield, and it will will waste all of the charge in your ultimate, especially if you have her level 3 perk, which buffs the rate that her ultimate heals your shield, which will cause you to be stuck in an endless loop where it just fully drains the Watson ult. So be mindful of this if you do have that perk and you are using a Watson ult while your overshield is depleting. I'm sure there'll be players that get caught off by this, and next minute they know their Watson ult is completely gone. But while that is a minor change that will rarely affect you, Season 22 introduced the brand new Battle Sense health bars, which show you the enemy's health and tracks them for a while, making it really easy to see where your enemy's going. And this is really bad for Mirage. A lot of people have complained that Mirage is useless with the new Battle Sense. If you pop your ult as Mirage and spawn all the decoys at the same time as a player is shooting you, or just around the time that a player has shot you, then the health bar will track you and make it so obvious which one is the real Mirage. I've seen a few clips of people complaining about this, and yes, this is definitely a nerf to Mirage, so maybe they'll do something by giving him a perk where this stops, or doing something about that to make him blend in more with his clones. I'm sure there'll be plenty of balance changes and updates coming from this season, but players also noticed a potential upcoming update when in the menu selecting a game mode, there was a button that popped up in the top right that said Experience Selector. And if you clicked it, nothing would happen, and then if you went off, that button completely disappeared. So maybe this is a future update that slipped through the cracks, but I'm not too sure what this could be. Maybe the Experience Selector will let you choose which lobbies you want to be in, whether you want to play with controller players or not, or something completely different. But it's clearly something that the devs had put in there by accident that may be coming in the future. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. You may have also noticed that in Season 22, the treasure packs are gone. You no longer get treasure packs every day by opening a loot bin, and I guess this is because of the battle pass overhaul. I guess we get more rewards from 2 battle passes per season, that they felt there was less need to have the treasure packs, but it's just weird that they didn't mention this in any of the patch notes, or maybe I missed it, I'm not too sure. I also wanted to leave you with a few things that players noticed around the new map, one of them being that there is posters around the map where you can see Vantage's mum, Xenia Contreras, on a wanted poster for 100,000 of their currency. And as you know, she is actually already in prison, but if you look at the sign, it seems like they're looking for information about any co-conspirators that may have worked with Xenia. Now maybe this is just a bit of fun lore that they've added to the new map, or maybe this is teasing that there will be more lore in the future connecting to Xenia, as players do think that the upcoming legend codenamed Artemis is going to end up being Vantage's mum. Maybe there's even more Easter eggs around the new map that tease future updates and future legends, so we better get exploring. And as we did mention a lot of glitches and bugs in today's video, there is a chance that a few of these get patched today, as there is a brand new patch coming in today's update, as we're getting the Temporal Chaos event, and the Quads game mode should be coming out today as well. So hopefully we see plenty of bug fixes alongside the Classic Collection event that's coming that will introduce the Bangalore Heirloom Recolor. So stay tuned for that, and like I said, let me know any other bugs and interesting glitches that you found in the brand new season, and hopefully you can get back to playing ranked soon.